many women, the act of tattooing is a defining point in their lives, used to honor a special event, a coming of age, or even the passing of a loved one. But sometimes the permanence of the ink cannot sustain a lifetime commitment. 28-year-old Stephanie White found that out the hard way.
I got my tattoo in 1994 when I was 22 years old. It's not a beautiful story behind my tattoo. In April of 1994, I was in a car accident. I was hit head-on by a drunk driver. My girlfriend was killed. I sustained minimal injuries to my hand and abrasions from the glass. I was young. She was a very big part of my life, a very dear friend, and I had to deal with that loss.
Still recovering from the accident, Stephanie wanted to honor the loss of her friend.
I thought it was a nice idea to have a memory piece, so to speak, in the likeness of my friend who passed away. So I had an angel, a representation of her, put on my arm. This was only a month and a half after my accident. I contacted this tattoo artist who had done a tattoo on my friend, and I told her about the accident and about the loss and about my idea of having a memory piece, and she thought that was great.
The artist drew up a design, and Stephanie decided to get the tattoo.
I mean, it was such a dark, bold tattoo, and it stood out so vibrantly on my body, and it felt like a foreign thing that I just wished I could shower it off.
5 years later, Stephanie made peace with the loss of her friend, but the tattoo became a daily regret.
It does bring unwanted attention. I don't like that it invites, for some reason, people to walk up to you and ask, about your tattoo, what it meant to you or why you've gotten it in the first place. It's not a pretty story.
A friend told Stephanie about laser surgery, and she decided to give it a try.
The first treatment, I thought I was prepared for it. It's just a laser. It's not going to hurt. But then it was the darkest ink. The most ink was in my skin, obviously. It hurt so bad. I mean, it really did. I had to hold back from jumping off the table.
Stephanie, you're going to feel it again. I'm just doing the areas where you still have some of the dark in the center.
Stephanie began treatments with Dr. Bruce Katz a year ago. Today is her 8th visit, and she hopes her last. So far, she has spent $2,300 to have it removed, 10 times the actual cost of the tattoo. Her tattoo is a lot less visible today, but there's a chance some of the image will remain even once she completes treatment. Some colors are more difficult than others to completely erase. Despite the uncertainty of the outcome, one study indicated more than a fourth of those with tattoos actively sought to remove them. Dr. Katz explains how the laser works and why it takes so many treatments.
The laser light is actually absorbed by the ink in the skin. That causes the ink to explode. And then the cells in the body take away those destroyed ink particles through the lymph system. And then the body takes it away and treats it as waste. The reason it takes a number of visits to remove the tattoo is because the laser light will often be absorbed by the most superficial ink in the skin and cause it to explode. But the next time, when you go back a month later, there is ink that is deeper. So it really depends how deep the ink is placed. Okay.
Done?
Done. Okay. Well, it wasn't too bad, was it?
It's worth every penny. Because I'm more comfortable now, people don't notice my tattoo so much. So I'm thrilled. I'm really glad that I'm finally doing this. I wished I had done this before and I was finished, but you have to be patient with the process and be realistic about your expectations.
If you go to a reputable tattoo artist who is really talented, you can have incredible tattoos placed. And the flip side is that with the new laser technology, we can really remove them safely and without scarring for the most part, so that people don't have to worry about a decision that is going to be forever anymore, because you don't have to keep a tattoo forever.
Stephanie hopes she is so lucky. But despite the doctor's best intentions, it is still too soon to say how much of a distant memory her tattoo will become.